Suga, Young, even I don't have any idea less than this. Hobi, it's okay, Young. We will get to know everything soon. They disconnected the call. Time skip after some days. In these past days, Youngs were behaving very protective for their Magnis. They don't let Magnis to go out much. Or if Magnis do, then Suga always send some of his trusted men secretly to follow them and to protect them. About Hobi and Joon, then they also joined Mafia World. Jin and Suga were denying too. But does they look like they listen? No, they don't listen. And told that they also want their baby to be safe. Jin and Suga can't say much and train them secretly. Magnus also noticed changes in their behavior. They were ignoring Btsbunny when Jimin went out for a meeting and were not picking up anyone's call. His phone was also showing switched off. It's because first his phone was on silent mode and then his phone's battery died. But after that, Hyung scolded him so much. Magnus assumed that it's all because of the latest incident. So, they let elders do whatever they wanted. Once again in past days, Ryan received a message from an unknown number saying, "Hey sweetheart, why aren't you coming outside and going to your office? Are you okay? Are you sick, sweetheart? I was waiting for you. But it's okay, take your time. After that, you have to be mine, with or without your will. Take care of yourself. Love you so much, sweetheart. Your secret lover." Which she was about to read, but Joon snatched her phone, saying, "Put this thing aside and go to Taehyung," because he was calling her. She went without saying anything. He shied in relief as he wasn't able to read that message. After that, he deleted that message immediately and then told about this thing to Hyungs. Ryan, "Oppa, it's important. I have to go." Suga, "No means no. You are not going today too." Ryan, "Oppa, it's okay." She received a call. On the call, Ryan, "Yes, Lisa, I'm coming." Jin took phone from Ryan and put it on the speaker. Jin, "Lisa, is it important?" "Yes, Oppa, it is." The brothers unwillingly agreed to let her go for her work. Jimin and Suga went to their company with Ryan and Jimin also are having work in the hospital, so they too went. Cook was also whining to meet Unwo, so all agreed to let him go as he was alone at home and was getting bored. Hobi and Joon were also busy in the university. On the other side, on the call with Mr. Kim, "Mr. Kang, come at my place." Mr. Kim, "But why? Like, we have decided that you will come at my place." Then, interrupted by Mr. Kang. "Mr. Kang, do whatever I am saying to you." Rudely. Mr. Kim, "Okay, we are coming, but are you done with the decided work?" Mr. Kang, "It's already done." Smirking while looking in front at the TV screen, he then disconnected the call. After the call, Mr. Kim broke a vase and threw the pillow away in frustration. Hearing the voice, Mrs. Kim came there while running. Mrs. Kim, "What happened? What are you doing?" Mr. Kim didn't say anything, but just looked at his phone furiously. Mrs. Kim followed his gaze and asked, "Mrs. Kim, did that Kang again show his color?" Annoyed. Mr. Kim, "Now you will regret," angrily growl. Mrs. Kim, "He have to, and those all siblings have to. But for now, you have to be calm and think properly." Trying to calm him down. "This time, we have to finish all the things." Mr. Kim, "Yes, honey, we will. Don't worry." Smirking like a devil. Suga was busy in his work in his office, but got distracted by an unknown phone call. He picked up the call and put it on the speaker while working on his laptop. Suga. Hello. Cold. Mr. Kim. Hello, my Yoon. Suga. Have you dared to call me? He was about to disconnect the call, but Cook. Young. He hissed. His voice was filled with pain. Suga widened his eyes immediately. Cook. Is it you? There. Young. Mr. Kim. Do you hear that? Yoon, see your brothers are here with me. And what you said, I can't do anything with you or them. You know what? I have kidnapped your Jimin too. That too from your own place. Suga, listen, don't do anything to my brothers. Otherwise the consequences will not be good for you. He angrily spat. Mr. Kim, you talk too much. I just called you to inform you about them. Okay now, bye. He was about to disconnect the call. Suga, hey, listen. Get up. Mine. Leave me. She yelled from behind. Mr. Kim. Oh, I forgot about your dear sister too. Smirking. Suga. Kim, leave them. What are you doing with them? Why are they screaming? Shout. Mr. Kim. Oh, Yoon, I'm not doing anything. Just entertaining myself. He said and cut the call. Suga. Hello. He screamed in annoyance. Push all the stuff which were on the table. He then called to Jin, Hobi and Joon and told them to meet him on the secret mansion. On the other hand, in a dark place, Vminkook are kidnapped and tied up by the ropes. They are struggling to get free, but unfortunately, they aren't able to. Jimin, who are you? Why you kidnapped us? He angrily shouted. Mr. Kang came there. He looked at Vminkook and then at Mr. Kim. Mr. Kang, Mr. Kim, your work is also done. Now you can do anything, whatever you want. Smirking while looking at Vminkook. Mr. Kim, thanks to you, who helped me. And your work is also done. Smirking. Mr. Kang, you want to have some fun? Mr. Kim, why not? Sure. Smirking internally. Mr. Kang looked back at his man and signaled something. Two men walked away from there. Mr. Kang, poor they, still don't know the truth, right? Mr. Kim, while nodding, yes, they don't. After seeing this, he walked to Vminkook. He grabbed Jimin's hair tightly. Mr. Kim, you want to know about me? Then listen, I'm your father. He left Jimin's hair harshly. Vminkook widened her eyes in shock. Mr. Kim, how can I forget? You are my adopted kids, so I'm not your real father. Vminkook, what? Shocked. Mr. Kim, you don't know anything because Jin and Yoon never let you know the truth while gritting his teeth. Cook, you are lying, right? At the verge of crying. Mr. Kim, why would I? You three are my adopted child. And interrupted by Kang's two men came there while drinking wine. Say shouting. Her hands are tied up. Vminkook gets more shocked. Ryan, who are you? And why you kidnapped me? Leave me! Struggling to get free. Mr. Kang went near her. Mr. Kang, oh sweetheart, calm down. While kissing her cheeks. Vminkook are in shock. Words aren't coming out from their mouth. They are very confused and emotional at the same time. Mine, don't you dare to touch me. Silsila scared from inside, but she doesn't want to show herself weak to them. And this word, sweetheart, this word is haunting her from the day she got those flowers. She assumed that this is the same man who have sent those flowers to her. Mr. Kang, Mr. Kim, I never thought that your daughter can be this much beautiful. Scanning Ryan from tip to toe with not so good intentions. Ryan directly looked at the person to whom Mr. Kang called Mr. Kim. Mr. Kim, indeed, she is, and that's why I sold her to you. Girlish mark. Ryan's heart skipped a beat. Like, she doesn't have any idea of her surrounding. The man who kidnapped her, saying the other man is her father and he sold her. She was confused and scared as well. Mr. Kang, oh, I forgot. Sweetheart, meet your father, Mr. Kim Hyun Bin. Mr. Kang, it's strange, right? Like every father give introduction to his daughter about her future partner. But here, I'm introducing you to your father. Ryan, you are not my future partner. And what do you think that you will tell me that this man is my father and he sold me to you and expects from me to believe you? She was praying that these all things won't be true. Mr. Khan, this is the truth. You taking hair strands behind her ear. Believe or not, and about you, then you are mine. Darkly. Mr. Kim, Jin and Yun haven't tell you anything? Oh, she said sarcastically. I'll let you know anything, but it's okay. Now it's time to know the truth. That these three are my adopted kids, pointing towards Vminkook. My own brother's kids, and you are unfortunately my own daughter. Glaring at Ryan, Ryan looked at Vminkook, and when Vminkook looked at Ryan's eyes, they understood her situation. They understood how helpless she must be feeling right now, how scared she is at this moment, how weak she is feeling, but on contrary, how strong she is showing herself to others. Let me clear out everything. Today, when Lisha called to Ryan, it wasn't by her will. Mr. Kang's man had threatened her. After Ryan arrived there, they kidnapped Ryan. Kang gave money to some of the office workers to kidnap Joon, and it was easy for them to kidnap Cook if he went out. And about there, then they kidnapped him after Joon went out for an surgery, which was faked, just to distract them. When Ryan looked at Vminkook, her world shattered. Vminkook meant a crucial part in her life. Same goes to Vminkook. When they saw Ryan, the urge to beat the men in front of them, who are just lying about their family and sister, is getting more and more stronger in them. They are feeling overwhelmed. The truth isn't easy for them to digest, but the scene in front of them is too awful. They have never let anyone see their sister in inappropriate way. Then today, this unknown mafia is touching her by his filthy hands. That's unbearable and heartbreaking for brothers. Ryan, why did you kidnap them? That voice, she gets weak just by seeing them in this condition. Her babies are tied by ropes, by hands and legs, and are sitting on their knees, having messy hair, not proper clothes, and look. It's even more harder for her to control her tears. She felt too helpless, but she isn't having any option. Being all confused, she asked him this in shaky voice. She tried. She tried her best to not break in front of this strange man, but she couldn't help when it came to her babies. Mr. Kang, my sweetheart didn't listen much, I think. That's why we didn't get reaction. Husky voice near to her ears, which gave shiver to her entire body. Mr. Kim, you all didn't know the truth. Then let me tell you that Vminkook aren't my biological sons. I adopted them, and the great Kim siblings which you pointing at Ryan and then at Mafia. Think of yourself, aren't really siblings. Smoking. He's telling all this just to break them more from inside. He wants to see them in their vulnerable condition. It's giving him great level of satisfaction by doing so. There, see, do whatever you want with me. But leave Luna in my brothers, he said coldly while looking at Ryan's direction. When Mr. Kang is standing near her, brothers got to know that Mr. Kang's intentions aren't appropriate. They have listened all the things and now scared of the thing they got to know about Ryan. Jimin is the type of person who gets emotional easily. He can't control his emotions when it comes to his siblings. He is still processing everything, so Dad took the initiative and tried to talk with Mafias. Mr. Kim, and who you are to talk to me in that tone, stood up and slapped there hardly, which made his lips to bleed. Vminkook and Jimin, there, young, there, they screamed. Mr. Kim, don't any of you dare to shout scarily. Mr. Kim told them everything, because now, by this, he will get the thing which he and his wife craved for this many years. You want to destroy this love, affection, the great sibling bond, and he is doing this. After telling the truth, and after hearing truth, all get shocked. They aren't able to process all the things. They can't believe what they heard. Their eyes are having tears, but somehow they are trying to control their emotions. They don't want this man to get what he wants. They love each other. They are loving and in future too. They will love each other more than before. Mr. Kim, and you want to know why I came back after this many years? Why I kidnapped you all? Then listen, your so-called Joon and Taehyung weren't able to save you this time, and I want your signatures. I want your property. With the arrow's mark, that's mine. That property belonged to Kim Hyun Bin. Cook. Then why are you hurting us? You want signatures? We will give you. But leave all of us. And really, Mr. Kim. Oh, how could I forget the youngest kid of the family? Walking towards Vminkook. Now we are also grown up. But this young blood's energy won't be able to overpower me or him. Pointing at Kang. So lower your voice, kid. And you still don't know how to respect elders. I think your youngs didn't taught you well about manners. He was about to slap Cook, but Ryan, please don't hurt them. Please. Pleading voice and yelling. Mr. Kim stopped. He didn't want to. Still, he stopped. Don't tell him it's because he felt weak after hearing his only daughter's pleading. He stopped because he felt fear of his two elder sons. He knows them very well. They are strongest personality he ever met in his life, even stronger than his father. Mr. Kim, you know that the sister of yours is really a burden. That's the reason I have sold her. And guess what? For the first time in the entire life, she turned out to be a benefit to me in any way. Otherwise, I wasn't expecting anything from her. Gazing parent with hate-filled eyes. Vine looked down. She is ashamed by her own father. Like how a father can be this much cruel and partial with his own daughter. Jimin, who are you to soul my sister? You don't have any rights on her. You noticed her eyes which are down, which is making him more furious. His sister is one of the purest soul we have ever seen. And seeing her looking down on herself, feeling low, is crushing him from inside. Mr. King, greeting is deep. I'm her father, and I can do anything which I want. You are no one to her, not even her own brother. Greeting is deep too. The brothers felt pain in their heart after hearing this sentence. Cook, she isn't a thing that you cancelled, and she is your own daughter. Don't you feel ashamed to do so? How could you? You did this in disbelief. Mr. Kim, daughter is of no use. Such a burden on the family, waste of money, and this girl is bad luck for me. Because of her, I was pushed out from my own house. She is that bad luck that brought pain in my life. She is the reason behind my pathetic life. Can you expect me to feel ashamed because of this burden? He said while pointing at Ryan, whose legs are trembling due to the words her own father is spitting out. There, that was your own deeds. That's not her fault. Why can't you understand such a simple thing? Getting more frustrated and annoyed by the man's each words against his Nona. Mr. Kang, you all Kims shout too much. Annoyed. First you, gazing at Ryan, he then pulled her towards himself by pulling her forearm, which made her bumps on his chest. I told you, sweetheart, cooperate with me. He bent a little and whispers in her ears, do whatever I want, but you like to disobey me. I want you to, that you can't face the consequences. He pulled his head up after snipping her neck once, and then faced her. Now suffer more with your brothers. Holding her so tightly, they left some marks on her chin. Mr. Kang is clenching her jaw tightly, making her waist in pain. More tears gathered in her eyes due to immense pain. Mr. Kang, can't you listen to me, sweetheart? Or you want to make it worse for yourself? Darkly, Cook, I'm telling you, leave her. He growled. Mr. Kang, this annoyed him more because the way Cook raised his voice at him, the urge to show his power to the little kids in front of him. Rise more inside him, and what if I want? Turned and faced him, and rested his hands over Ryan's waist. Jimin, Kang, if our brothers come here, they won't leave you. And if you are that much strong, then free us, greeted his seat. Mr. Kang, for that they have to know our location. Then coming here is impossible. They won't be able to find our location. Smoking. Vminkook noticed that he is making Van more and more uncomfortable by touching her inappropriately. These things are hurting them the most. They are there only in front of their sister. Still aren't able to protect her. This feeling of being helpless is eating them from inside. The truth, which they got to know shocked all of them and hurted them to the core. Vminkook loves all of them like their own family. Now, out of nowhere, they got to know that they, Vminkook, aren't their eldest real siblings. How can it be possible? Youngs ever raised them. They are the persons who are Vminkook's comfort zone. Trust, love, care, strength, everything. The unknown facts are hitting them very hard. No wonder why Jin and Suga hide the truth from these many years. They were knowing that their babies aren't strong enough to endure the pain